What's up, everybody? It's Ponyboy with Team Bonesaw here to show you my MachinaGagear gadget deck. Alright, well, first up, we got 3 Gearframe and 3 Fortress. Now, Fortress is pretty much my boss monster, 2500. It can special summon itself when you drop monsters equal to level 8 or more, level 8 from your hand to graveyard. And he can use himself in this effect, so it basically means if I have a Fortress in my hand and one other monster, I drop him, special summon Fortress, and then 2500. And his other effect is when he's destroyed by battle, you can pop a card in your opponent's field, and if he gets destroyed by a monster's effect, not spell or trap, just monster, you get to look at their hand, take a card from it, and drop it to the grave. So he's pretty good. And Gearframe's awesome because he searches out Fortress, and then if they're both on the field at the same time, which it happens a lot, you can, it's a union monster, so you equip them to the Fortress, and you can protect the Fortress from any destruction. And then you can special summon him extra and bring him back out. So basically the play would be like, normal summon Gearframe, get Fortress to hand, drop Fortress in any of my other monsters, special summon Fortress, attack with both, and then main phase 2, equip. So those are my gear. That's the Machinas that I run. I don't run Cannon because I felt like it clogged up the deck and you don't really need it. And then my gear gears is Geargiano Mk-II. I run 3 of those. 3 Geargiarmor. I need one more, so if anyone's got one for trade, that'd be great. And 3 Geargiaccelerator. Now Geargiano Mk-II, when you normal summon him, or flip summon him, that's important, you can special summon a Geargiar from your hand or graveyard. So what he can do is he can summon another Mk-II, and I can go in for a 3, which would be, I have Golem, Leviathan, or I can special summon a Geargiarmor, and if I have a Geargiaccelerator in hand, special summon him, go for a 4, probably Gear Gigant X. And if I just can get the Geargiarmor out, that's great, because I can just set him. He can usually pass turn with his 1900 defense. And then, even if he doesn't, I get another Geargiar to my hand, which I'll probably pick Accelerator, or Mk-II to get something back from the grave. That's those. My next is my gadgets. I run 2 red, 2 green, and 2 yellow. These are great because they combo with Ultimate Offering really well, but since that's limited, I felt like 3 clogged up the deck too much because you draw too many of them in one hand. I felt 2 was the perfect number because you get the searches out and you can pretty much Ixies 2 to 3 times with Ultimate Offering on the field. Next, I run 1 limiter removal. It's quick play, so I can play it on my opponent's turn when they attack if I want to keep a monster until the end phase and not take damage, or if I just want to go for game, which this is one of the best cards I have in the deck for pushing for game. And then I pretty much run the rest of my spells or staples, run 2 Duality. Special summoning is important in this deck, but there's some hands I get where it's more important to have the hand presence for next turn. 2 MSTs, pretty standard. 1 Mind Control. I mean, I have level 3 and 4, so if my opponent sets a monster or something, I really need to Ixies. I don't have the things in my hand. I can usually almost be guaranteed that it'll be a 3 or 4 that they set. Or, like, I have a 7 too, so that big monster out. Next, Pot of Avarice. I run one of this because it's great. I'll pretty much always have, by turn 4 or 5, 5 monsters in my graveyard, so I get to just draw 2 cards, get them back in my deck, recycle stuff. 1 Heavy Storm, a Dark Hole, and Monster Reborn. And for the traps, an Ultimate Offering. It's great for Ixing in this deck. Pretty much the play when I get this out is like 2 Vers and another level 4, maybe level 3, and push for game. Then I got 2 Bottomless, pretty standard. 2 Torrential Tribute. It's because I don't really care if I lose my monsters. I can get Fortress back from the grave, and I can also use Avarice with that. I got 2 Deprison and 2 Solemn Warning. I don't run Judgment because of the Ultimate Offering, because I feel like losing 4,000 life points at the beginning of the game, or losing half my life points pretty much at any point, kind of kills Ultimate Offering in my deck, and I don't really want that. Losing 2,000 is not as bad. For my extra deck, for my rank 3s, I got Acid Golem and Leviathan Dragon. Acid Golem's good because you get 3,000, he runs over stuff, and I can Torrential while he's on the field, so I can special summon again afterwards. And Leviathan Dragon is just kind of a staple 3. For 4s, first I got Gear Gigant X. It's pretty standard in any machine deck that runs Gear Gears. I thought 3 was too much, because you can't really get out more than 1 in a turn unless you have Ultimate Offering. But his effect's great, because you get to add a level 4 or lower machine to hand, so I can add my Gearframe if I need to get out my Fortress next turn. And when he goes to the grave, I get a level 3 or lower from my graveyard. And Utopia is pretty standard. Save me for 2 turns. Maestroke's pretty good when they have too big of a monster on the field. Papilloperative is great when they have a set and I just want to run over it. Gemini Pearl is just 26. Gets over shit. Shockmaster is 3 level 4s. I have a few of them that run this that require 3, but it's easy for me to get out, especially with Ultimate Offering or just my Geargias. Because the Geargias would be like, if I normal summon Geargiar, I'm going to have 2 accelerators in hand. I go Geargiarmor, Accelerator, especially get out of 3 level 4. 3 rank 4. And then his effect's just good if I want to stop my opponent next turn or to stop him from doing anything after I summon this. He's good for stalling. Shockdrake I have not gotten out yet because I just put him in the deck, but as far as I can tell, he's going to be great, because if I want to get out, if they have a monster with less than 28, I just tack over it, bring it back with 1,000 less, tack again, do more damage. Alright, these aren't really Gaga Giga the Risens. They're going to be Evilswarm Ouroboros when it comes out, which is hopefully in April, International 7. He's just great because he's like Trishula by the Nixies, and it's just separated because you can't do it all at once. It's when you detach and it's once per turn. And then Disigma, which I need, so if anyone's got that, I'm willing to trade. And he's just good if I need to take one of their monsters and attach to this, go for game. And then this one will be a big eye, hopefully soon. I don't really have the $40 right now to drop on it, so that if anyone has that for trade, that'd be great, because I can get out 2 Fortress pretty easily in 1 turn. And if I want to go for game or just take away their monster, I get to do it twice, basically. And yeah, that was my MachinaGagear gadget deck. This is Ponyboy signing out from Team Bonesaw.